Alright, y'all, welcome back to the Petite Homestead. It's been a little while. Last week was super duper hectic. Just busy work personally, and then we had really bad storms here in New Jersey last week, and we lost power and internet for, I think it was 3 or 4 days. So I popped in the garden just once last week and picked a few green beans and a couple radishes, and that was really it. I just didn't have time for anything else. It was just super crazy week with life, and you know, that's just how it goes. So we're back this week. Got time today to do a few things. So we're gonna check and see how everything's doing first. So this basil's looking good, just popped off the flowering tops. You don't want it to flower and go to seed because it'll change the flavor, and then you just won't get as many leaves either. And I also pop off some of these where it looks like bugs are eating them. So I'll just throw them. Oregano, always looking fantastic. Oregano is one of like the easiest things you can grow in terms of herbs. It comes back every year, grows abundantly. Thyme also looking good. I really need to get to drying some of these, and parsley is still looking fabulous as well. So I do need to get to drying some of that back. Getting crazy. Sage looking good. A little buggy in that one, so I'm just gonna take it off, throw it in the yard. I pruned some of the dead stuff off of this strawberry plant, so we're looking okay. And our blueberries are finally ripening, so we're gonna take some of them nice and gently. They're so perfect. Oh. I don't think it's quite ready yet. And then we got a little cluster right here. And 2 there. So I still don't get many blueberries from this plant. It's a couple years old. Transplanted a couple times. I was told at one point that I needed multiple blueberries, but when I bought this, they only had this one left. And then I went back the next year to buy another one, and the person was like, oh, that's not true. Like, you don't need multiple blueberry plants. They fertilize themselves. Pull all weeds as we go too. But I did get another one this year because I don't get many blueberries. That's all my blueberries. That's it. They look fantastic and they taste amazing, but a handful is all we get. So I got another one to see. I figure another plant will give me some more blueberries as well. So that's all our blueberries. Nothing on the lemon. Still green. Still waiting. So out to the big garden. We're looking like a jungle right now. It's gonna be rough. So grapes are looking great. I don't think we're quite ready yet. Nope, still hard. So I do have netting, which is another order of business today. Get the netting all up on these. That way, as the grapes start to ripen, they don't get eaten by birds, squirrels, whatever. But as you can see, we're looking like a jungle. We are looking like a jungle. So we're gonna start in one corner and just go from there. We're gonna pull out this super sad looking garlic today. Which is not actually too bad. They're small, but they're not terrible. It should still taste the same. I don't think this corner was the best to plant stuff in. You can see it's kind of shady. So I just don't think they were getting enough sun. So that one actually popped off. The stem popped off as I was pulling. But they look okay. They're just small. And that's alright. So I'm gonna pull these real quick. Alright, so this is the garlic I got. These two, the stalks popped off as I was pulling, but they still look okay. They feel okay. They don't feel rotted or anything. And then we got a few little guys. You can kind of see the cloves on that one. Again, they're just small. I think this was not a good placement for them. It's just too shady with the grape plant and the tomatoes right here. I think it just wasn't a good placement. So, let's see. We have a few tomatoes. But nothing's starting to turn red yet, I don't think. That one's still green. A few in through here. Again, still green. You can pick them as soon as they start to turn red, and they will ripen off vine on the counter. I'm not buggy on that one. So we're just gonna take that guy off. Here too. They'll ripen on your counter. But if you pick them before they start to have any red on them, they won't ripen that fast. So nothing yet. This is all watermelon. Oh, we have a little one. How's that one looking? We have a big watermelon on the counter. So I may let that one go a little longer and just see how it goes. Hopefully it doesn't split. But no more. Okay. Again, we're looking like a jungle. This is supposed to be my little standing pathway, but I think I'm gonna make some homemade DIY roundup. And spray it in here because I'm looking crazy in this watermelon plant. It's all the way over here. This darn thing. So we're gonna get that off there. Come on. And just turn it back in. These green beans are looking fantastic. No flowers yet though, that's okay. So, let's see. Eggplant. Ooh, zucchini. Zucchini. So we have two there. Not quite big enough to pick yet. Oh, we're not looking so good on the stem though. Oh, see if we can get any of that off. Another zucchini there, not ready yet. There's an eggplant under there somewhere. Okay. We got a little bud. And that looks like it could be turning. Another eggplant. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to prune some of these off. So behind the fruit, you can just prune off the back branches that are starting to not look as healthy. It'll help keep all the energy going to developing vegetables as well. So, ooh, I think we got a monster zucchini over here. Yes, we do. Holy cow, look at that. Beauty. That's a beauty. Nice. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And then eggplant, nothing yet. Small little watermelon. And then we get another little view on our tomatoes over here. And again, nothing's green yet. But our grapes are doing fantastic. Again, I'm covering those today. Oops. So, let's get to the other side here. So to the other side. So again, pathway is overgrown as well. So I'm gonna make some homemade Roundup and get that out of there. So let's see how some of this garlic is looking. Also kind of small, but that's okay. You don't want them to rot. So I'd rather pull them and just have smaller bulbs than let them rot. And then we don't get anything. They do look okay. They're just on the smaller side. So I'm gonna pull all of these then, I think, and see what we get. So back in a jiffy. All right. This is the last bit of garlic that I'm pulling. Got a decent crop. So some bulbs, this is probably around the biggest size bulbs. Pull it out and just brush off some of that dirt. So I get my garlic from Hudson Valley Seed Company. It comes in a variety pack. I think it's like 3 different types of garlic. So sometimes you can just pull those outer layers off right along with all the dirt there. So after pulling this, I'm going to put it in either basement or garage to cure and dry for about a month. Let's get all those, try and get as much dirt off as possible. So I think that's it. So that's all the garlic we got. So yeah, on the smaller size in terms of bulbs. Maybe because we didn't have like a crazy good winter. Some of them, the stem comes off when you pull. So we got a couple more in there. But they look great. They look fantastic. I mean, what more can you ask for? And yes, they're small. They're not as big as what you find in the grocery store, but we have a ton of them. We'll let them kind of cure. And yeah, and then one of the things I do is make a fermented garlic and honey, and I'll post that video whenever I get to that, but not right now. These are going to cure and dry out, so then I can take the stalks off. So I'll leave the stalks on. Some people braid them. I'll just kind of bunch them together with some twine and let them cure for the next month. So moving on in the garden here, and we got some purple peppers. So I guess these are just small peppers. But They're just like a purple little bell pepper, so they're just sweet. Leave that one. So we got 3 of them, and they'll finish on the counter. Have quite a few bell peppers in there. 1, 2, 5, I think. I'm gonna wait till they start to turn red. So red peppers are just green peppers that have ripened longer. If you didn't know that, I didn't know that originally. Let's see what we have for cucumbers. I'm sure a bunch. Oh yeah, that's a big guy. Again, I haven't been out here in a few days. So, same thing when you go on vacation. Not uncommon to find a few that maybe grew a couple days extra than they probably needed to. It's another big guy, but they look fantastic. Last one, I think. So the only problem with growing them on a fence is they will grow through the fence like so. So I'll have to grab that one. But they're looking fabulous. So we got what, 6 cucumbers, a giant zucchini. I need to take some of this and dry it. It's starting to flower. Take that off. Again, when something like an herb, same thing with basil, we don't want it to flower and go to seed because we just want the leaves. So, all these radishes. I don't think any are ready to pick yet. Nope. Just starting to see the top of this one right here. So that'll be another few days. That's a weed. Baby, oh, we got some lettuce. That's a lettuce. Little lettuce. I'm gonna plant some more radishes and lettuce. I have my seeds here. I plant about every other week. A few radish seeds, a few lettuce seeds, just to spread out the crop. You can't do much to preserve lettuce and radishes. So if you just spread out how often you plant your seeds, that kind of spreads your crop out for you. And then you don't get it all at one time. So, some peas here. I thought our peas were dying off, but maybe not. We're still fighting along here. It's not as hot this week. Maybe that's what's doing it. You do have some dead here. Right there. Dying a little bit. Again, they do not like the heat. So once it starts to get 90 here in New Jersey, they will tend to die off. But like that one did. But we're a little cooler right now, 4th of July week. I think we're in the 80s. Yesterday I think it was in the 70s. So not too bad. Got a handful of peas. Yeah. More bell peppers. This one just has a couple tiny ones on it, looks like. Sprout another pea. Gonna put off of there. Not quite filled yet. I always get so disappointed when the peas die off. They're one of my favorites to eat, and most of the time I just eat them raw. They're just so good. They're so yummy. But they don't like the heat, so what can you do? So let's see, I'm sure we got some green beans in here ready to be picked. Lots of flowers. There's one. There's another couple. I am amazed at how fast these green beans grow. So I got this seed packet from Hudson Valley Seed Company. I started originally buying garlic from them. And the garlic grew really well, so I tried their seeds. And every seed that I've bought from them has done extremely well. I've never had a problem with any of them. So highly recommend. Check out their site. The only thing with the seeds is you have to buy a lot of them. So I think I saw the smallest like seed quantity was like 100, 150, 200 seeds, which is a lot for kind of just a home backyard gardener. But if you they should kind of keep into the next season pretty well if you don't use them all. So some of these are a little bit bigger than I'd like. That one, for example, maybe a little tough. I like them to be on the skinnier side, but we may have enough to preserve. So what I do to preserve is blanch them and vacuum pack them and pop them in the freezer. And that's the easiest way that I've found to have green beans, fresh green beans into the winter. You know, we end up cooking green beans anyway. So in the winter, pull them out, saute them, steam them, and they're just as good as when you got them out of the garden. All right, so here is our haul for the day. Pretty good. Harvested all the garlic, giant zucchini, some peas, cukes, a couple peppers. So yeah, sorry, my hair keeps getting in the way. All right, so we got that and all our garlic. So that's it. If you want to keep up with some of the updates, see how the garden's doing, some little tips, tricks, some homesteading DIY videos, subscribe to my channel, Petite Homestead. And that's all for today. Happy homesteading, y'all.